Am I live? Yes, I am. I also do not have my earbuds on, so I can't hear shit. Hello! I realized that I swore in the first 30 seconds. Not like I'm monetized, but... Whoops. Anyway. A new patch for Starro came out last night. I thought about streaming it, but I felt like it was too late, and I wanted to put a little bit more time into it in terms of a straight span of time, so there's that. First of all, though, I need to quickly try out Zani. I have not actually tried her out in the time since she's released, so I want to do that. I know there's this stuff. I should do companion missions at some point. I just don't have a huge urge to at the moment. Anyway, Zani, a member of our Verado Vault security team and holder of best employee for longer than she cares to count. She has made plenty of plans for her free time, but for now her biggest mission is simple: clocking out on time. Jesus. That's sad. Zani story. I'm not doing the Zani story. Also Genshin. Hitting a target recovers Forte Gauge. Consume Forte Gauge to cast Enhanced Resonance skill. Zani restores Forte Gauge when other Resonators in the team inflict Spectral Frazzle. Well, I don't have that. Zani enters an enhanced state upon casting her ult. In the enhanced state, consume Forte Gauge to cast enhanced basic attacks. So hit people, get Spectral Frazzle. Breakthrough in the left click in the right time. E plus left click. Hold E, cast automatically upon being hit. When blaze is lower than 30 or 8 seconds after entering Infernal mode. Not the following moves. Okay, there's a lot of stuff.
Is that the alarm? Alright, time to work.
Ah. Spectre over. I'm not using him. Fuck that. No. I refuse.
This is me, locking out.
Okay. Goodbye.
That all you got?
She's just chilling. Chakota. Use Kaya. No.
This is me.
Yeah.
Locking out.
Pick it up. She's just chilling with it.
And that was me holding back.
So that's E and left click. Oh. Lunch's unique idle animation. Yeah, definitely unique. Okay.
Sentinel protection, crystals, give me strength.
Oh.
No contest.
Oh, it's this sword coming.
Efficiency.
Very blunt sword.
My spike experiment to knock some heads around. That's just a scratch.
Ooh. Sword down. Oh, I didn't cast in time. Whoops. Ooh, parried. Oh, this is the last. Shit, I didn't get the ult thing. Whoops. Is there no retry thing? I want to quickly... Ah. No! I fucked up! Okay, I'll do this real quick. Just plunge it. Second part of Vault 2. I didn't do that. Whoops. Whoops! Ugh! Plane. Genshin has that. What, the parry? Or the second part of an
Is
ult?
that the alarm? Come at me. Reduced to dust.
All the teasing now.
That's a wrap.
Oh, you're out of time. And now I'm reading.
The door. Efficiency, above all.
Oh no. I was parrying it.
You barely made a dent. My shield can withstand more than that.
Do heavy tap and dash for the setbacks. I'm not. I don't know what you mean. Am I? Huh. So, you can't access a lot of menus, but you can.
Anything I can help you with?
Only level 70. What's my pity at? I'm on 50-50. I don't even know if I want her, though. It's the last day. I'm at 46. What is that accent? Peruvian? I'd say Italian. Do it. But what about Cardathia? I want to get Cardathia. I feel like with the polls I have right now and the polls I can get for you won't want her after story. But what if I never play her story? Have you thought about that? Not okay.
Efficiency, above all.
Do I need her? I already have a Spectro DPS with Jinxie. I'd be really just dipping my toes into, like, I'd be fully immersing myself in Spectro at that point. Of course, the Genshin player wants the child character kicked out of you. Fuck you. You got a ton pull from Annie. $10 in. $46. I'll do a 10 pull. So 56 now. This is 66. Alright. I'm on 50-50. If I don't get her, I don't get her.
Worry.
I don't.
My light's got you.
Oh, great.
Don't worry. My light's got you.
Let's see what I got.
All right. What's the first thing on today's to-do list?
This early at least. 30. $35. $45. Another Lumi. 55. Man, oh my god. Oh my god. Singapore is. I shouldn't have done that. Fuck, that could have been crazy. I don't give a shit about Zani. Ah, fuck you. I'm just right there for whatever. I'll do. It's enough to guarantee a weapon. I just don't want to dig into my reserve here. I don't know what my pity's at right now. God damn it. Doing this on the last fucking day. So stupid. I regret this. Fuck! God. I could have just... Why did I succumb to peer pressure? It's stupid. It's stupid. I already have Jinsei! That's more than enough for me for Spectro damage. Spectro's not even my favorite element. Fuck! Now I got Zani. I'm fucking clocking out for overtime. Zani's fine as a character. It's so dumb. It's jeopardizing my Cardathea chances. All for this shit. Why did I listen? You fucking... You get... Fuck you. You won 50-50 next patch anyway. Yeah, but can I get enough pulls to get a 5-star? This is like, oh my god, I was so close. I was so close to getting the 2-wave band, like, prereq. But now it's... all for fucking Zani. A sword. There's a theory that next patch will be Anniversary Part 2, but I don't know. If it is, that would be nice. I suppose. There we go. Dude. How many accounts do you fucking have? Get the fuck out. fucking kidding me?
I alone will decide whether it's for show
Alright.
or for battle. Eyes on the horizon.
Shut up, Escoffier. Ignore defense? Oh, that's pretty neat. Alright, where is she? She should be down here.
Anything I can help you with?
Equip your weapon, please. I need you to do that. Thank you. Great. Now what? Fuck. Guess I'll just equip those for now. Do I really not have another? Okay, good. HP percent's recommended? Capitanius? Really? No, she's attack percent. Okay. Ah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. So then I'd want a 4 slot in here on reserve somewhere. He also has drip. Yeah, he's got the drip. God, I have so many spectral characters, man. Fuck. This is why I didn't pull for Phoebe. Not that I was gonna pull for it regardless, but I feel so much regret. This is the most regretful pull I've ever done.
Rest assured, I'm on call 24/7.
Maybe that'll change whenever I decide to play her companion quest. Emphasis on whenever. But I don't know, man. Guess it would be Spectral over though.
We still have a long journey ahead of us. Let's press on.
Fire Spiral. What is your opinion on C2 riding for Spiral Abyss? You know my opinion. From one of the side quests, Dream Patrol. Wow. Okay. Alright, that's it. I'm done. Nope, that's it for Wuthering Waves today. I regret every life choice I've made in the past almost 20 minutes. Yeah. God, so stupid. So fucking dumb. Why did I do that? Was my favorite relic? You know what my favorite thing to do is right now, though? Like, let's ignore the relic question. Alright. Yeah, that's it. I know you guys are... They're probably gone now, right? Because I'm going to Honkai Star Rail now. I haven't beat 3.2 yet, so I got a jet. Alright. See ya. Have fun stream. I'll try. I'll try. I'll try. Fuck! Fuck. Fuck. My... Why? Why did I do that? Why did I do that, man? I told myself, yeah, I'm not pulling on fucking Zani. I don't care. She's Spectro. What is your opinion on E3 Acheron for pure perfection? You know... How do you keep... You know... Like... Alright, Stariel. Why did I not log in for the day? Oh, shit. Oh. Whoops. Damn, I forgot. Usa's got a jet. I feel like a Sonic character. If you're still there. Maybe just Sonic, period. Alright, I gotta quickly, New relics are for finding, probably, and hitting healers. Yeah, he is coming out next patch. Ultra Mega Super Duper Healer Relic Set Power Creep not even close. Oh. Lovely. Alright, I'm just gonna put on fast forward on auto real quick. Don't like me. Maybe I should have timed out for more than 5 minutes.
Will you find the answer?
Again. Watch your head.
Yeah, 5 minutes was not long enough.
Still water uplifted. I weep for the departed. It takes a fall.
Will you find the answer?
Spend freely.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Watch your head.
Little more shit. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before?
I weep for the departed. It takes a fall.
I have Zani. Cannot stack. Ah, no. So I can't have multiple healers. I know it's the same guy.
I weep for the departed.
The quad healer battle would have been cool. It would have been interesting having 60% crit damage given to everyone.
Watch your head.
Will you find the answer?
It's on me. Little more shit. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before?
I weep for the departed. It takes a fall.
I'll just do enough. But, like, I'll do, like, one more after this, and then that'll be good. I mainly just don't want my, I forget what the was. But I don't want my energy to be full forever, so that's the main thing.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before?
My weak
done,
foot
man?
departed.
Why did I do that?
It is your fault. Still waters uplift. I weep for the departed. It is your fault.
I just let myself get peer pressure. I don't know why. It's so stupid. If someone tells you to jump off a bridge, do you do it? No, you don't. Fuck. Unless that bridge, jumping off that bridge leads you to a magical portal into a fun adventure or something, but you know, that's not gonna happen. Alright, that's it. Cool. Okay. Got a message? Oh, from casters. Searching for signal, unstable signal. Mr. Bob, if you are receiving this message, then you must have already departed the Netherrealm. I now feel that our farewell was far too rushed. It was only after you left that I remembered I still had something to tell you. I crocheted a little doll of you, Bob, but I didn't manage to finish stuffing it with milk cotton before I left. I also tried to recreate the Express as a cloth pendant based on your description. I tucked it inside the photo album. When decorated with dried flowers, it looked truly one of a kind. I'd hoped that when you reach the end of the flame chase and stand witness to the birth of a new world, these items might bring you a trace of warmth. But in the end, I didn't even manage to give them to you in time. To ensure the new world's warmth, I will forever remain within the sea of flowers to watch over lost souls. And if fate allows us to meet again, remember our promise. Deal. Failed to send. Out of the service area. Yeah, a little out of the service area. Alright. Now then. Story recap. I heard...
Following the advice of the Chrysos heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Amphoreus. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos.
It's not the same. It's not the same. Fuck, man. Okay. I understand that they can't go being unvoiced for this long, especially knowing that there is no actual strike to give weight to their movement, or the movement of not voicing for it. It just sucks that it's not Caleb Yen voicing Kalis, because that's who I associate voice-wise with Kalis, Trailblazer, right? I mean, if they're willing to replace main characters, anyone not voicing is definitely on the chopping block at this point. There's no other way to say it. Which is a shame. Which is a huge, huge shame. It just sucks. I don't know. It's like... I don't know. All the things I've heard about SAG recently, or SAG after for the guild stuff, I don't know. It just makes me not like them that much. So... ideally, they just come back somehow. But I don't know what's gonna happen, right? So... whatever. It's like, this was bound to happen, given the fact that, again, there was no strike to give weight to what they were doing. Not really. The games being affected by the strike were not Hoyo games. So, it's just like, you know, if you're not gonna work for, how many patches? 2.7, 3.0 to 3.3 now. It's a good amount of months. It's just a shame. Huge shame. I'd like them to come back somehow if there were an olive branch there that they could take, but I don't know if there's any for them at this point. I'm grateful for any of the old current voice actors that still voice Honkai Star Rail and whatnot. It's just like, yeah, it's just a shame.
Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud.
6 months of them not working.
Titan, who
Yeah.
within him, and sought an
I heard that
audience
after
with
6 months
Kefren,
with no work, they
the
recast.
world
Yeah, it's
Titan.
like the game's gonna keep going with or without them. It's just it's like it's just what I like, the voices I like to hear. They made their choice at the end of the day. I think, especially with the more recent stuff, I think I think they're definitely like, I'd like to think that maybe they were peer pressured in the same way of like getting the threatening letters like other VAs have, and that's a part of why they didn't do it. So like, but regardless, I don't know. Like, is what it is. Launch was crazy. It's a shame because Star Rail's great VA's launch was crazy. If Kafka does get replaced, I hope the replacement is good enough. Yeah, such a shame. Oh man, I hope there's a way they can come back. That's my main hope. I think that's really naive to think that or hope that, but I could dream.
To obtain information about the entrance to the Nether Realm, Castorus had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the flame chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia.
Alright. You're not here, are you? Because I'm going to continue with the dialogue, and it's going to be spoilers for sure. But, yeah, voice stuff is... it just... I don't know. I think that's also part of it, because last night I heard that Kalis and Stella were recast, and that just... Anytime I hear that, it's just, like, it just puts a downer on my mood. Because, like, of anybody who's voiced them from the get-go, I generally don't want to get recast. Jade. Alright, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna continue with the dialogue. Just so you know, this is a recap of 3.2. You may want to jet. Okay? Yeah? Yeah? Are you jetting? Are you leaving? No? Yes? I've indeed jetted. Alright.
Castorus successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux
My
via
playback
alchemy,
paused.
and used its power to return to the Nether Realm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future,
Crazy.
restoring the cycle
Yeah.
of life and death in Amphoreus. Anax's soul met Castorus in the Nether Realm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power. allowing the flame chase journey to continue.
And it's gonna mention how he killed himself
After
too, right?
returning Cersei's core flame, Anax's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the flame chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward.
Alright, let's go. Turn skyward. What was it? It failed to mention the
Haven of memories. Every touch,
Lygas
every moment.
Lygas confronting Herta and saying, I am also like maybe an emanator of erudition as well. Thanatos' and Cersei's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, the 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis, and there's only Aquila and Kefali left. They embody the 12 Amphorean deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now, 10 among them have fallen. Their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan, and you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Let's see, Trian, Mighty, Castorus, and Axa. Yeah. Strife. The Lens of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife, until your valor brought it to an end, And its demigod successor, the undying Mightymost, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. No defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops. And now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at edge of existence. Have you found your answer? Death. Oh, he's gonna become the new Titan of Reason if things come to pass, right? The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow choose 2, granting one the fate of death. Yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death who journeyed from the Netherrealm to the living world chose to remain in that sea of flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the West Wind, we shall meet again, Castorus. Journey it's been. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphoreans cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. First mistake. Great mystery. Last time in Styxia? 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby! In the water, big shiny chest. Can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wade through. Your power of time is needed now. 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me? Exactly, 30 for you and 70 for me. Huh? Oh, God. Details, schmeetails. Get here and we'll talk. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cyber's endless surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Skill Gorge waterscape. Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow. But sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. You decide to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully, those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. Destruction.
Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful.
Yeah. But, destruction, erudition, and
And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
Maybe? Hopefully? What is it? I have a theory. I've been wrong with my previous theories, so this is just a shot in the dark. But my theory is that a Lord Ravager of Destruction is being sealed by Amphoreus, right? But the thing is, the specifics of the seal we don't know. So, my theory is that maybe because it's Fooly involved as well. What if the seal is the seal on March's memories, and March before being March 7th was actually a Lord Ravager of Destruction? I hope I'm wrong. Part of me hopes I'm wrong, because it's like, I don't know, it's like Hersher of the Void type stuff again. I don't know. Ugh. It's just like, I can't imagine March acting like that if I were right. But that's my theory. There's some things that make me think that might be true. Because, again, Eon was involved in sealing March's previous memories. And then she was just entombed in ice. And Amphoreus is acting as a seal for a Lord Ravager of Destruction. Now, maybe I could be wrong, and there's just, like, some guy waiting. He's like, oh, what am I gonna get out? Fuck, man! I've been stuck here for how many cycles now? Fuck. They keep doing this over and over. I keep seeing the same, like, oh, it's a new Catholic. God, it's like the 50th Catholic at this point. Get me out of this! That could be it. But potentially it being memories... I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility. And then there's the, like, one rogue faction of, mimetic entities that are removing March's current memories or something to, or fucking with March in some way, so. I miss Casters too.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone?
Ahead.
Huh?
What's that sound?
I don't know. This aura feels so familiar.
Not the Flame Reaver.
Let's go check it out together. Be very careful.
Is it the Flame Reaver?
I have a bad feeling about this.
It's the Flame Reaver, isn't it? The Flame Reaver's still on the hunt, so...
Sound lingers. Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before?
Flame Reaver? Flame Reaver.
What? How could they be here? Mommy! Look out!
Uh-oh. Is it finally time for me to bow out?
Don't give up just like that! Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The river of souls is full of fish, big and delicious.
Is this Zagreus? No, is this Cypher?
What?
The flame chase journey stops now. Yeah.
Okay, fuck you.
Meow?
The Flame Reaver's gone mad. The end.
We already knew about the mad part. But are we still in danger?
Cypher. Cypher can do that. That makes sense. Or Flame of Trickery.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
The Cypher must be fake too! Run!
Don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one.
Still.
Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Amphoreus isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure
I was
you
worried about
stay on your
Cypher
toes,
for a
no
bit
matter
there.
where you are.
I was like, oh shit, did I ever get to Cypher already? Fuck. So you're playing both good cop and bad cop.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You do the same in my shoes.
So, was that a Flame Reaver
Would I?
disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this.
Tricking our eyes?
For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
It's like a mental suggestion? Like hypnosis?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly.
I
Just give some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Has her delivery changed a bit for Cypher? Nice! Now I know your secret!
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you.
We'll see about that.
Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Oh, was that your teleslate?
Phone. Who's messaging me? Fine then. You have new art though. Bub, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up. But in current circumstances, I can't stay idle. Feel it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? Awkward. I'm kind of busy here.
Are you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Oh, right, because you're fast. You're flash. Gonna go live handsomely somewhere after this?
Live handsomely? You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures.
What, are they comfy?
Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed. Right? Isn't that simple?
This is some real fine print stuff. I mean, you're still going for treasure. is like not entirely greedy in the sense of like you're not 100% greedy, but there's greed in there. Like if we're continuing with that line of thought, looking at it in a different way, it didn't say you had to walk with greed 100%. You could walk with greed 50%, and I feel like that would still fulfill the prophecy, right? An eternal separation. Castorus is in the Netherrealm forever, basically. That's pretty eternal.
So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech.
We'll see about that.
I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Grey Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
Alright. Well, it's time I show you. A few days later, at the crash site in the Abyss of Fate.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of.
No!
The repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information.
What happened with Lygus and Herta?
For leading me here, Lord Donham.
I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express. Still not voiced. Nicholas. Bring them back, please. Come back and bring everyone else back, please, man. I need him.
And knowledge and high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo.
Till Aquila is dealt with.
It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akama. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphoreus' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight.
How about over a patch?
Someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphoreus believe the taboo against a world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphoreus, Aquila is known for being the most capricious.
Yes, Mr. Freeman.
The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
Returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse. We won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysoseirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland.
How long have you been here, Lygus? Not like here specifically at this spot, but how long have you been on Amphoreus? The way he talked, I assume he's at least drawn the gaze of Noose, right? Or some emanator.
Scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Okay. Really? But
Of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
oh, it's nice that we need to give him permission, but it also is less nice because I don't know. I'm I don't fully trust him. The fact that he knows that emanator of destruction is being held here, and this planet acts as a seal on said Lord Ravager. I don't know. It does make me think that Lygus at least has intentions to, like, maybe it's something along the lines of like this is a price to be paid in order to prevent this Lord Ravager from wreaking havoc across the cosmos. By all means, please proceed. But be careful. The expressive thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Lygus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system, then methodically began inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before? He's gonna lie.
Not exactly, but we antique Ethereans are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me
Center on
some
his
time,
chest hole.
I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and
His,
your esteemed
chussy,
friend
if you
could
will.
set off on your return journey sooner.
I felt gross saying that. I regret with that choice. He's eager. Maybe he's just eager for us to leave Amphoreus and not interfere any more than we already have. But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Darnell, if I could open up a path out of Amphoreus that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey?
I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment? Just him specifically.
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
If we left, I doubt we'd be able to enter again. At least this way. Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Did he's been on that record? Or many records? Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses
Donhunk's a smart guy, man. He knows his stuff. He knows his stuff, and he's not Paimon, so, you know, that's, like, double positive right there. 2 points. Uh-oh. Hello? Are these people? Is it a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here? Whoa. Interesting mask.
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Darnholm. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral.
But when it comes to coming close to destroying that seal, you exist to protect the seal, don't you?
Respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
It doesn't feel peaceful when guys in in skull masks with a red eye as part of the mask show up and surround you. You know, you could at least show up with some balloons or something if you're gonna try to offer a peaceful solution. Also, they got a fucking spine thing on their back too. 1 against 4, then. Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help? Neutral.
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysos heirs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. That was how I interpreted it. I didn't realize there was the interpretation, like, will you help afterwards? Like, bop, bop, bop. And then you hear a Samurdartha play. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany, so it's been days later. Image training?
You have such overwhelming powers. Why? Answer me. Why do you stand in her way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore. Drag him back here, friend.
Oh. Memory, yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Have we been here a few months? And Poe is keeping me on edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats,
I've been saying Aquila.
I must sharpen
Aquila.
myself with the most aggressive methods.
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the river of time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
Who are we training for? Cell?
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say?
That's great.
But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
What do you like, the Judgment of Shamash? Weight training, huh?
It's a good thing Cartonis is the finest blacksmith in Amphoreus. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Well, you better make it worth it then.
Cartonis
No
is part of
pressure.
this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that swordmaster in black.
Because she's the one who stabbed Cyrene. Did I say she? He's the one who stabbed Cyrene.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikodor's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphoreus. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
We'll be here by your side.
You're right, partner.
I should have said one. I don't
As
know
of
what's going to
now,
happen in the
I'm
future.
not able to handle that swordmaster on my own. I still need the help of my friends.
Listen, the power of friendship can get you very far, Finan. That's what
Every
animes
time I say something,
taught me.
things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
The dope.
I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
What were you reading? What were you reading before?
Little secret. Don't pry.
Okay. Jeez. Ask the question. Fuck, man.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
To Philia! Drift.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Over the past few months, so it has been a few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Donahunk isn't around. No one will be there to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text. Non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks. It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? One Punch God, Aquila. Holy shit. Brushing off the dust that had settled on him, he adjusted his attire and stood firm, facing the giant eagle in a tense standoff. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Giorios? Oh, wait. So you think you're something special just because you defeated the silent Giorios? Mortal, heed my advice. The God King remained silent, gazing into Aquila's 1,000 eyes. Slowly, he raised his right arm, 4 fingers pressed together, and with a simple motion, he lightly waved at the colossal being before him. Arrogant fool! You will pay the price for your insolence! Aquila's fury erupted. Oh, that was Aquila. Their towering form radiating intense heat. In an instant, their massive wings vibrated at an imperceptible speed. 1,000 razor-sharp feathers shot forth like swords, hurtling straight toward the God King. As everyone knows, the feathers of the Sky Titan can pierce through iron and steel, let alone mortal flesh. Their sheer density left no room to evade. The violent storm of lethal blades closed in, and time itself seemed to freeze. Aquila enhanced their reflexes, predicting the movements of this arrogant little thief before them. Noticing the God King shifting his stance, Aquila mused. He had only 2 choices. He could push off the ground to evade left or right, or stand firm and brace for impact. But either way, it would be futile. The feathered blades would shift with the wind, altering their trajectory. No matter how swift his movements, they would follow him relentlessly. But who could have predicted? The God King never intended to dodge. He pushed forward instead, seizing the first incoming feather blade between 2 fingers. With a swift turn, he carved a spiral through the air and hurled it back at supersonic speed. The feather blade curved with the wind, piercing deep into the storm. Without the slightest deviation, it collided tip to tip with another razor-sharp steel feather. Ding! The deflected feather veered to the sides upon impact, colliding with others and further altering their... I'm spinning a lot. Trajectories! Ding! Wait. Ding! The sharp clashing of feathers rang out in an irregular rhythm. A chain reaction unfolding until the force of the final feather was dissipated, scattering harmlessly into the air. With just a single seized feather, the God King had nullified the entire store of blade-like wings. Aquila was shocked. How could a mere mortal possess such divine skill? Yet, as a being of godly essence, they did not allow themselves to be shaken. Seizing the moment as the scattered feathers clouded their vision, they swiftly brought down their claws, sharp as steel greatswords, aiming to end the battle in a single decisive strike. Boom! The massive claw struck dead center where the God King stood. The sheer force of impact carving a deep crater into the ground. That hurt my throat. No. Something felt off. Aquila's mind raced. The sensation was strange. Had it missed? Or they focused their gaze, only to witness the impossible. Their enormous, razor-sharp claw, many times larger than the God King himself, was caught, held effortlessly in a single hand, as if the God King were merely grasping a piece of cutlery. The countless white feathers drifting through the air painted an eerie contrast against the battlefield's deadly stillness. The once mighty and untouchable giant's eagle found itself frozen in shock. For the first time in 1,000 years, muttering in disbelief, they said, "Impossible! Even Georios, when fighting me, could do nothing but evade beneath my iron claws. Yet you, what in the world are you?" Haven't you already figured out the answer? A mere mortal, nothing more. Cocky little! Aquila attempted to retract her claw, but under the God King's grip, it was as if frozen in place, completely immobile. Their expression darkened. Seeing this, the God King seemed to smile. He clenched the fingers of his free hand, and then, at a speed even a Titan's vision could not perceive, with full force, he swung his fist. Boom! In an instant, the divine body shattered. A tidal wave of force shook the heavens, sending tremors through the divine steel-forged walls, cracking them in multiple places. The sacred temple teetered on the brink of collapse. From this moment on, the celestial realm would exist no more. The people of Amphoreus would no longer endure the tyranny of the heavens, and all of this was made possible by the God King's mighty blows. No, by a single punch. The distant Titan god sensed the fall of their comrade and erupted into furious howls. Was there no one who could stop him? How could his advance ever be shaken? What they did not realize was that even one as mighty as the God King was still bound by the desires of mortals. Just as before the battle began, he once again adjusted his attire. Congratulations. You have reached your end, Aquila. You are strong. Strong enough to be worthy of the name Sky Titan. He ignored the crumbling stone walls behind him and strode towards the temple's exit, maybe like this. His steps were steady, yet the disappointment on his face was unmistakable. But your only flaw was failing to make this satisfying for me. Next episode, Battling Nikador. Next issue on hiatus. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you are the author's one-punch god incarnate. Sky Titan Aquila? That's nothing. Forbidden love, the tree and the butterfly. My professor can't possibly be this shy. I won't read the rest because I do want to move on with the story, but it was good reading. I'll be right back. I gotta check some. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna read that though. Let's stop here. I wonder what Finan and...
Finan and Mema reading.
Oh yeah, it's voiced now.
Let's take a closer look.
It just doesn't have the same energy. Optional, see what Finan's looking at. Where's Finan? Left, right? Okay, right.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune.
Oh, I helped with Antiques Appraisal before. Maybe it's time to find a different sidekick.
No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby.
Oh no. Oh no. You're in deep, Finan. Don't. Get your money out. Don't put 100%. I'm so sad. Oh, Caleb. Yeah. Yeah. Caleb Yan. I think Rachel Chow isn't, like, a bit... the female Trailblazer has been replaced too. It's really sad. I get it, because, like, they haven't worked for who knows how many months in that regard, and, you know, it's like, you can only go so long without a character being voiced, which I get, but it's just, like, from a personal point of perspective, I really got attached to Caleb Yan's voice as Kalis. Does that mean Gaming is getting replaced for Genshin? Very likely, if I'm being completely honest. But I think it's something that won't happen, at least for Gaming, until Gaming gets a part in a patch. Fuck, yeah. It sucks. But, so we can just hope that they decide to come back. Because at this point, it sounds like it's more on the voice actors themselves to actually go and do their job. So, I don't know. I love Gaming. Gaming was great in his debut event thing, so I agree. Can they do that? Come back? Technically, yeah, they can. Because, I watched a Josie video of him talking about it, but essentially, you know the voice actor strike, right? Can they decide to come back even if their VAs was replaced? I don't know about that. I feel like that one would have to be more of like a kind of like you'd have to beg, I think. Like, hey, can I please come back? I'm sorry, yada yada. I know all this stuff, but I promise that I'll keep voicing them from here on out or something. After being replaced, at that point, it's if they've already been replaced, it's more on the voice acting company to decide, right? Whether they want to bring them back or not. And it's completely up to them. So from like their perspective, it can be seen as like, oh, this guy does no work for this many months and now wants to come back. Like, I don't know if I can trust hiring this person again. Could be a point of view that they have. I think, like, from what I can tell, outside looking in, a lot of the voice actors who work on Honkai Star Rail love the work they do. So I think if they did get recast and asked to come back, they would come back and do their job. Like, they would actually be dedicated to voicing. But it was on the voice actors to decide whether or not they would voice or not. So I'm gonna miss Gaming and Kalis. I am too. The only hope is that they come back before any more recasts happen so that they can stay in the role. That's the main hope. Hold on. I might also stop maining Gaming. That is fair, especially if his voice actor gets replaced. Because if his voice actor gets replaced, it's not going to be the same. It just won't. It's like how Soldier 11 got replaced. It's not the same. Kaleido got replaced. It's not the same. And it was like a lot of it came down to the choice that the voice actors themselves made, because they don't have an actual strike to legitimately back up what they're doing in the way, besides maybe like a movement that they believe in, perhaps. But regardless, it's not a formal strike. Hoyo games aren't affected by this strike. I think Erica Harlacher, however you pronounce her last name, said that she wanted to voice Venti for the new patch in Genshin, but kind of got some stern, threatening letters from SAG-AFTRA before that said, hey, don't do it. And she really wants to go back to voicing Venti. So, yeah. Because half the reason why I made Gaming was his amazing voice. Yeah, the voice lends a large part of what makes a character so likable, right? Because, like, how they say it, in terms of emotion, timing, everything. It's part of what makes it so entertaining. It's like, the original voice for Argenti was fantastic. Adam Gold fucking knocked it out of the park. But, you know, he's no longer voicing. Seemed like it was more on amicable terms, at least. But the current voice for Argenti is, compared to, on its own, not that good. But compared to Adam Gold, it's a travesty what happened there. How did you make that happen? How did you make that voice? How? How? What is this fucking, like, discount Argenti? I'm so glad I don't have him. If I had him, I would be so pissed off with the fact that he got recast and all of that. So, there's that. But, I don't know. The main thing is that right now with Kalis and Stell, in terms of being recast right now, it's currently only the new lines that haven't been voiced that got voiced by the new people who came in. So I don't know if the door's fully closed to them now at this point, but I hope. I've been hoping for months anyway, and nothing really came from it, but I hope that they come back, because it's such a shame. It would be such a shame. When will the new VA names be revealed? I suspect, and this is very worst case scenario, if and when all of the voice lines are replaced. I think that's when the new VA name will be revealed at the bottom right. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope Caleb Yen and Rachel Chow and Nicholas Leung, Chia Court and whatnot just come back to voice, because the new patch came out last night. I was gonna play it, but I felt hearing the news about it just it was such a downer to my mood overall. All right, my dog wants something. I think she wants a treat, so I'll be back. I need to check what she wants. Damn, back. Gave her a treat. She bugged me for a treat before, too. Come on.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth.
Oh yeah, another voice actor I hope comes back is Allegra Clark for Acheron. Please. Please. Please, I do not... I have to read 5.
That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
Talking about the grind, huh?
Talk too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... I mean, integrity and skill.
Yes. Skill. Not wealth.
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an... That's the perk of... Talk.
Observe.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, a poor time for fishing. Oh, then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Amphoreus these days?
Why are you looking for fishing spots? What are you looking at?
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they looking to?
Mem's looking at something else now?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Ruler fits me pretty well.
What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
What's Mem looking at? This is like... This is like, you know... Oh man, I'm reading here. I'll go read elsewhere because you're kind of like... I just want to read on my own. Oh. Couldn't take the hint there, huh? Okay, I'll just go somewhere else. What's she reading about? I am curious. How... It seems to be important.
You sure are persistent. Alright. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Amphoreus Divination Compendium?
Oh, so the Ruler and Weaver stuff, it's like tarot cards. Okay.
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore.
Alright. Does that mean you'll pull out your savings a bit?
Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly...
Maybe it'll pay off,
shopping.
but...
So
I don't
why
know.
all the secrecy?
Diversify your portfolio, man.
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
Mem is Cyrene. This supports the theory.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future.
How about antiques? Would that be more your wheelhouse?
If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
A little faith in these things is bad sometimes. Should be approached with a critical eye.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
You've really thought about this, haven't you?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back,
They're really okay. It's just okay. This is proof now.
but feel uneasy,
It's just truth.
even though I
Yep.
never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Irene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child.
Assuming Cyrene is playable, I will 100% be pulling for Cyrene.
Right.
I don't know if I'll be
Cards she
pulling
wants
for Cypher
Wanna see
yet.
it?
Depends on how Cypher plays and how I feel about her character. I got till the second half.
Oh, wow!
Oh, it's
It's
from
so
the.
exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
Then gotta crap a mem-specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us?
Remind me.
Who's there?
Ah.
You are...
The Joker, not the joke. Eyes peeled, everyone.
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
Oh.
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphoreus quite thoroughly.
What's being cleaned? Clothes or cars?
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners.
I can imagine what they clean.
Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Now, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akamar to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history.
Who was the author?
The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
How are you slighted? I wonder.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
With their knives out, probably not.
Enjoy. dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan, you've probably figured out why we've come before you.
If it's a fight you want, let's get on with it. Enough chit-chat.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves.
Oh, did they capture Don Hong?
Alright, let's hear it. What are you hiding?
If they captured Don Hong,
Watch your
what the hell
language
happened?
and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore, and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Oh, I like that line. That's a good line. Good job, Hayden. Now what happened?
How's it going, Zani? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama.
That's around a unicorn.
You like it here too, little Ika.
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right.
History.
How does the legend go again?
Preserving history.
Even Lady Treby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove.
Sorry, I was thinking about something else. Let me see this again. Day Thunder Knight struck down the Eye of Twilight, Aquila. On the land. Established the Twilight Courtyard. So the descendants of the Sky Folk? Got it.
The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
For Lady Treby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Seliosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing.
Crataros!
Lord Crataros?
Miss Hyacinth and Lady Treby, good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing alright. What's going on, Crataros?
Mighty Mouse!
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Her souls. There's so little of her soul left.
Hecky.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the Golden Threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, A narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Yeah, there's enough people who disagree with the decision.
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble! Clementine. Take a breath. What's going on? Please! Something terrible
Clementine.
has happened at Marmorial Palace!
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya. It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Cleaners? Wait, these moments ago in Marmorial Palace. Don't tell me. Is it?
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first Flame Chase journey, and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphoreus a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
There you are. Always got an axe to grind, huh?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch. Hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence.
She's not wrong.
Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Did she just say you'd chop off a bridge? Dawn Cloud isn't. Curtainfall hour is the time. Dawn Cloud.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
You don't feel like, whatever. You believe what you believe. We'll see what happens, huh?
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish.
What have they got up their sleeve?
The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
The people?
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
If it were Aglaya when she first became a demigod, it would completely sway her. But
fine.
We'll see if she's bluffing
I'll
or not.
gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent.
Either she knows what's going on and is this is a huge setup to lure Kindness out into the open finally, or she actually is like, you know, reaching her limit.
Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies.
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too?
Oh no, don't.
You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared.
Been cooking.
Would
Shit.
you like to hear it?
Sure.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others.
Oh no.
Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
Is it just gonna cut away there? Cypher's POV. Meanwhile, Cypher was clinging to the spear thief Barthlos, scavenging for treasures. Now let him go at Memorial Market.
Seamstress! I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff
Glaya way back
you've
then.
never seen. Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow. A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress.
Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange. You're clearly lying to my face, but my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
She believes in the lie.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine. If you don't want it, there are plenty of others who do.
Hold on.
Oh.
Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes.
Oh. Oh, you need one more. Get another sapphire.
That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
I'm assuming those are the shoes that she wears now, right?
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra, and don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
Oh man, like oh, it's like it's like I don't know. Like I had so much genuine care back then.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Well, I suppose you'll have to grow into them.
And she did.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphoreus' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
Oh, the lip syncing is way better for Cypher now. I saw last patch was not this good.
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Does it smell like death? Or money?
This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful, just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead?
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
Okay, intimidation.
80-20 is. How generous you are, boss lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water? It's damn cold and miserable here. I hate it.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
I mean, cat girl, come on.
I hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider our split.
Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Got it. Let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady.
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Oh.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady?
Not Bartolos.
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance. So, Princess Homebody, can I have a look at your big scythe?
You're as sharp as ever.
Okay. Oh. Relaxed. And she's got the speed, of course. Why wouldn't she? How does she fight? God damn. She's Nihility. Undetectable by enemies. When approaching an enemy in the overworld / simulated universe divergent universe, can gain random consumables. Consumables can be gained this way for up to 50 times in each Earth Day. When entering each Earth Day specifically, yeah. When entering battle, deals quantum damage equal to 100% of Cypher's attack to all enemies. The talent's tally from this damage increases by 200%. So this isn't Bartolos, whoever this is.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning. If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
Huh. This feels truly magical. When did you pick up this trick?
Are there no enemies around for me to test? Self-taught, right? Yeah. Liar. It's got a little orb thing around her. Oh, it's the Ornyx orb.
Here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. Oh, it's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that, pink squirrel.
Is there no way for me to get to that guy? Or do I have to get to that guy later? Man. So there is a fight. Do you even have legs? I thought you just fly around.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have legs. I guess they are technically short, but you don't have legs, so that's a moot argument.
What are you waiting for? Start digging.
Bartolos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground.
That's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Wow, wow. A massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the
What was the gift?
crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all thieves in Amphoreus. Let me try it on. Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
Oh.
How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it's true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. Alright, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way.
Cipher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting navigation. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune this time! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
Whoa! Isn't that like...
Uh-huh.
Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles. It's just too stupid.
Seriously, what was the Titan thinking when they came up with this thing? Hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut. What do you say?
Oh.
Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words.
What's the truth behind it? Who made it?
This thing's way too loud when it's on. Let's not stir up more trouble, okay?
The next trove. And a fight.
Around the river of souls. Spirit thief goes, spirit thief goes.
Ah, what are you even singing? You're totally out of tune. There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure
Oh, I see. So they didn't let you use the hand, so you can just win instantly. What's...
Look at its face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly?
Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is the sensible choice.
Lantern. Not Talenton.
So, how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side.
Sounds like a plan.
A rogue nature.
Ah.
The air here practically smells of money.
Let's see. As a... Okay, let me just read her kit. Ability. Minor quantum damage to one enemy. Has a high chance to decrease one enemy and adjacent target's damage dealt, and increases Cypher's attack. Deal quantum damage to one designated enemy and minor quantum damage to adjacent targets. Okay. Deals quantum damage and true damage. Okay. Equal to a percentage of the current tally kept by talent to one enemy. Moreover, deals minor quantum damage and true damage equal to a percentage of the current tally kept by talent to the one enemy and its adjacent targets. and this true damage is distributed evenly among all targets of this ability. Let's see. Cypher causes one enemy to target to enter the patron state. After the target in the state gets attacked by teammates, Cypher launches follow-up attack, dealing quantum damage to the target. This can trigger one time per turn. Cypher will keep a tally of the damage dealt by allies to the target in the patron state. After using ultimate, it clears his tally. I'm gonna change the lineup. Just out of curiosity. Said follow-up, right?
Look who's graced us with their presence. Guess I'll be in your shadow now.
All or nothing. Time will tell.
Alright. So I can mark them. Is that a horseshoe? Oh, it's a magnet.
Don't worry, I'll go easy. Let's play hide and seek. 1,000 places in 1,000 places.
Can you find the answer? Well, Sparkle and Cypher would get along pretty well.
Don't move,
Existence fleeting as the dawn's did, destined for oblivion.
Ooh. 30! What does this go up to? I don't want to ult with Akron because that will just end the fight. Defense reduction.
Thinking of taking advantage of me, are you?
I like the slide back.
Watch your head.
You can't run.
No dirty tricks, alright? Oh man.
pick it up.
Alright, I'll call your bet. Going all in.
Tabs on me.
Did you come here of your own volition? Or was it? Here's the deal. Don't fight too hard, so I can go home early.
I'm gonna ult here.
Watch your head.
Alright, and then she's gonna follow up.
Our cute play session is over. Come on, everyone believes it. Becomes a reality. Gotcha. Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. How boring.
So...
Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are.
Yeah! Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle even this bit of action. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
Bartolos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep underground. I wanna know what her traces are.
It
We
doesn't
can
smell like anything valuable this
No
time.
vulnerability. She does good
Since we've already
damage
dug
true
it up,
damage, so
let's
that's
open
good.
it and see. Huh. Is this?
The Journal of a Styxian Refugee. Month of Balance Day blank. 3 more neighboring households moved away today. The tide has risen higher than ever before, already reaching the 5th step of the stone stairway to our residence. The priest insists it's merely seasonal high tide that it will soon recede, but having lived in Styxia for 30 years, I've never witnessed water levels like this. Leandro from the harbor went fishing 3 days ago and reported that the seawater had become unusually turbid, appearing as if mixed with ink. Beneath the surface, he glimpsed strange shadows, not human in form, yet possessing distinct outlines. After returning, he developed a high fever and has remained bedridden since. The Black Tide. Month of balance. The city's feasts have grown increasingly frenzied. Grand celebrations that once occurred only during the month of joy now happen almost daily. At the Anzo family's banquet last night, I witnessed two normally well-mannered women treading grapes barefoot, emitting strange laughter, and then directly drinking the dirt-laden juice. They claim to be mimicking Fagusa's ritual ceremonies, though I've never heard of such an absurd form of worship. Prices at the market have risen by 30%. The honey-brew merchant reports that the brewing process has become exceptionally difficult lately. The yeast cultures mysteriously rot. Only by distilling with seawater collected directly from the harbor can they produce proper wine. Fortunately, our Doris remains lucid and has wisely advised us to minimize our consumption of the city's water and wine. Month of Everday. Last night, strange music emanated from the harbor. It wasn't produced by any instrument, but seemed to rise from the ocean depths. The low, haunting melody sounded as if it were telling an ancient tale, compelling people to approach the shore. Several neighbors' children sleepwalked to the dock last night. They claimed to have seen the goddess in the water performing and wanted to get closer. A priest have forbidden all forms of musical performance and deployed soldiers to patrol the docks. For some reason, I can't shake the feeling that they're acting for fear rather than a genuine desire to protect us. Today I met Nora, month of Everday, the cloth merchant. At the market, she revealed that the situation in our district was far more dire than we had imagined. The spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple suddenly dried up 3 days ago. 3 days ago. And despite their best efforts, the priests cannot replenish it. More alarming still, strange cracks have appeared on the wall behind the deity statue, forming patterns or script that no one can decipher. Nora also shared a peculiar rumor. Some claim to have seen in their dreams a woman playing a lyre, draped in black veils, with eyes gleaming like seawater. She allegedly told dreamers that Styxia would soon face a great transformation, and only those who hear her voice would be saved. Some city residents have begun referring to her as the prophetic sea musician, despite the priest's determined efforts to suppress such rumors. Is that the, demigod of Fagusa? Month of Freedom, day blank. We finally decided to evacuate with our entire family. The seawater has reached the highest watermark at the dock, yet some remain oblivious, still immersed in endless revelry. Our family and the neighboring Mylan household have decided to journey to Akuma together. Reportedly, the world-bearing Titan's protection extends there, and the tides of darkness have not yet invaded those lands. We plan to slip away quietly tonight from the northern dock exit. We pray to Fagusa for safe passage. If it's in here, they didn't leave. We've been traveling for 3 days now. Last night, Month of Freedom, the Mylan family's youngest child suddenly developed a high fever, continuously muttering strange phrases that resembled an ancient ballad. His father decided to take him back to the city for medical treatment, though we all know there is little hope to be found there. This morning, looking back at Styxia from the hillside, I was horrified to discover the entire city enveloped in a strange aura, with seawater shimmering with an unnatural blue radiance in the sunlight. From a distance, those magnificent buildings seemed to twist and distort in the water, as if they were merely illusions. Month of weaving, day blank. I am slurring my speech. I don't mean saying slurs, mind you, but I am slurring my speech quite a bit right now. We encountered several other fleeing townspeople. They brought even more horrifying news. The seawater in Styxia has begun displaying strange colors and textures, sometimes thick as honey, other times solid as glass. Those who remained in the city have begun undergoing bizarre transformations into black tide creatures. Even more disturbing is that at night, the entire city bathes in an indescribable glow, as if enveloped by some gigantic amniotic membrane. They say this is Fagusa's punishment, but I can't help wondering, is this the Titan's wrath, or some power even greater than the Titans at work? I assume the power of destruction. That's what I think the Black Tide is emanating from. Decided to continue northward to Akama. Along the way, we've heard rumors of someone named who could supposedly appease Fagusa's wrath. These are merely legends fabricated by desperate people. We common folk can only rely on our own feet to flee this disaster. Month of weaving, day blank. Tonight, after the children fell asleep, I secretly examined a small vial of seawater I brought from the city. It was the last drop collected from the spirit water pool in Fagusa's temple before we left. In the moonlight, it displays a strange shimmer, as if something moves within it, unlike any ordinary water. By chance, I discovered that gently tapping the vial with my fingertip produces a peculiar sound, like distant lyre notes echoing. In that moment, I seemed to glimpse a mysterious woman standing upon the sea surface, sorrowfully playing a melody that no one could understand. I don't know if this was an illusion or reality, but if such a being truly exists, one who can hear the sorrows of Styxians, then as we embark on this uncertain journey, please grant us a flicker of hope, even if it's merely a beautiful dream. Alchema is now within reach. Taking one final glance back at my homeland, the beautiful scenery of old is nowhere to be seen, only distorted masses of light and shadow undulating on the sea level, resembling foam heaped by waves before dawn, dissolving one by one to gradually reveal its cold and true nature. I don't think so.
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akama. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Akama, simply because they're supported by the world-bearing Titan, continue to survive.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kepler's priestly court?
Why are you asking? Bartalos.
Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Ah, right. I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. Were you in a priest robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Oh. Well, with times, but...
Think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard anything interesting from those priests.
Crying quite a bit, huh?
How ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot.
We need to break it.
Where did this roadblock come from?
Ugh, this is so annoying. The treasure is right in front of us. Oh dear, we're stuck here. But I have a plan. Should we call on that big, noisy, cumbersome hand of Sandra?
Never thought that thing would actually come in handy. Alright. Do you want to handle it?
Leave it to me, Zaz. I don't need a controller. After all, you know.
Bartalos did it? Can I? Oh.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this ties into trickery.
It is pretty loud.
Hey, Slow down. That question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something.
What did I ask?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest?
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it.
Oh. Is that so? Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. Alright, let's move on to the next treasure trove. Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this core flame is the best.
When it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
I haven't heard you sing, so...
Go beyond all time and space.
Okay.
On the journey of flame chase.
Okay, maybe...
Yeah, now's time.
maybe Bartolos is a better singer.
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed. If even boss lady said so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
Bartolos activated excavation mode, uncovering something hidden beneath the earth. Ah, this puzzle?
Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us.
Oh, isn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep. Those who did not became human.
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor's all yours.
Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me.
Paper? Saying little old me like that? Why does Bartolos get the easiest puzzle? I did that on purpose. Legitimately, I did that on purpose. I just wanted to see if there was failing dialogue, but no. Right up your alley, but you get the easiest shit.
Told you, nothing can stop me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop. Stay there. And don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you. Don't move.
My poor old back.
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Oh.
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
Is she passing on her final message?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cypher.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would say
Ah, so that's what Aglaya was doing.
Disguise. Aglaya.
So it was Aglaya. I thought it was something
You've
worse.
gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
Might be the only time.
I'm sorry, Cypher. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
So there was something that fractured their relationship back then.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it. 1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then when...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, and it might take over. Make you spill secrets you'd never share otherwise.
Whoa! That's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide! Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court?
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except...
Yeah, I never told.
for that one experience at Dawncloud. I never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone.
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya, isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly sharp mind.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows
Oh.
you're still alive.
Oh!
Make sure you survive the Titan trial. I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
Oh.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
So, it was made by Bartolos, and it was also made by Zagreus.
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again, so... Oh. Cyphera, your face.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? Pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart.
Even though your heart...
Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
These folks in black are not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the Chrysos heirs. I've read some chilling accounts. Stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on. That's why they care so much. Okay.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th kindness. Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure. An organization persisting through time, and working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Aeronova the Chrysos heirs strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal. Maybe no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where Bub is now. They're targeting me. He definitely won't escape their notice either. Paul as well. Crotaros! Is that Lord Crotaros?
There you are, Lord Donghong. We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart.
He's really started to adopt the new I guess mindset, or yeah, a different mindset for his people now, huh?
Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
Are they gonna show her death?
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claimed to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive.
Man, Finance just been like, he's been cooking with what he's been saying. Goddamn.
Feel as lucky as they are. Try me.
Bro, he sounds so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finan. We're not here to start a fight.
Stalling.
We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. To buy time. So, Lord Finan, until next time.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far.
They were after the Chrysos heirs.
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run. No matter where they hide. Tell us, Lee.
Donghong, maybe? Global announcement. Due to force majeure, the World Wide Web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. What's going on? Local golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way.
Aglaya, is this blasted? Those guys.
What's it those guys doing?
But how could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Fainan, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way...
This means that, Finan has to become the leader now.
I won't be merciful this time.
Oh, there's the hammer.
Cartonis.
Oh.
You're forging a sword for Finan, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya.
This is the most emotional she's felt in terms of, like, present day.
In this form, you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact. I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity.
A vessel?
It's made me hate their colors, texture, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be.
That's... so the humanity that's talking to Cartonis will... Aglaya might as well just be dead at that point.
Is that
right?
what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now,
We get to kill kindness, right?
please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news is probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily.
She really was taken by the cleaners.
I can't imagine how she could have been taken down by a handful of assassins.
Or humanity won out.
Unless it's all a part of her plan. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message. Let's go find her.
Denial, right? Our hearts bleed with yours. Murderer? The Council of Elders, obviously.
Dunham came back before us. Well, maybe he's heard something.
You're back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Kratos, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down?
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw
bathing in her last bath, yeah.
It's fine. Just tell me.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos air bath.
My Alton Wua, the standard banner, loves me. Nice.
Oh, God.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod.
I got early
Lived
again.
for over 1,000 years.
As long as it's not
The leader
linear.
of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons
Verena.
carried by the cleaners.
She's a good healer. Why didn't they go after us?
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Donhung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
Hostages. Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Treby. She understands Aglaya's mind
I'll
best.
stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Kratos.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Also, Miss Hyacinth.
The baths are empty.
Citizen feels like bathing after hearing such terrible news. She fell from there. Fuck you, kindness. My phone is like way better for Woo. What the fuck? Oh, that's awkward then. Or interesting. I guess it's more optimized? Or need to upgrade your PC? Either or.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Kratos. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
How are the two of them holding up?
Not well. After all, we witnessed Lady Aglaya's last moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings, declaring her death, was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor.
It's better on oh, better on phone than iPad. Ah!
Lord Finan,
Is the iPad older?
don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Triton, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacin. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
I think there's this part of me that hopes, like, me, that's still holding to, yeah, that's still hoping that Era Nova, that they'll come back.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
Golden thread relay the Savior's fate. Oh wait, with her immunity being casted out and destroyed, will casters see Aglaya? At least? Along the River of Souls and whatnot?
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us.
See you tomorrow.
You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself.
They were waiting anyway.
We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone.
Problem is, I have PJSK on my phone. If I delete it, then my account is gone. Oh. Oh, that sucks.
She knew she wouldn't see the end of the flame chase journey. Yet,
Hopefully there's a way to
she gave
fix it.
everything without hesitation. For the future of everyone.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is
That character was really pretty.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right.
I just hope that Finan doesn't make the same mistakes Kevin did and completely shut out his emotions. Or, yeah. Or just...
I think now's the right time.
Or I hope he doesn't have to do that. Golden threads frayed at the fringe of an era, and posterity took up that sentiments formerly hanging on its webs. The tragic news heard during your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Maggie, so you really don't have to take the medicine anymore? No need, teacher. Medicine can only steady my flesh, but it cannot stop the decay of my soul. I've already borrowed too much time from this world, and now the time is up. Now is the best time for my exit. Please don't cry on my account, teacher. I have a final selfish request. Could you lend me an ear? Maggie, go ahead. We will definitely fulfill it for you. I wish for my death to be quiet and gentle. I hope that my lifeless body will not be exposed to the eyes of the public. Teacher, I have faced too many changes in my lifetime, but in the pursuit of one thing alone, I have remained unchanged for 1,000 years. It's beauty, isn't it? That's right, teacher. Beauty. the sake of all that's beautiful. Fuck. And I would have to wait for her a year for her to come back, and that's only a maybe. Yeah. PJs. Aggie, do you think Snowy is ready? 1,000 years ago, when I took up the core flame of Mnestia, do you think I was ready then, teacher? Born into this era, we had no choice but to grow amidst the raging waves, and set sail after everything was repaired. Finding he will understand. He will grasp the duty I've left to him. He is mature enough now, no longer blinded by anger or hatred.
Aggie, I still remember the taste of that oatmeal. See you tomorrow morning. I'll prepare breakfast for you then.
Let's see the message.
Finan, my humble student, my trusted colleague.
Time to use Lin Yang. Ew.
As I write this,
But have fun.
you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated Kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford.
Plus, the graphics are way better on the phone, so like, what the fuck? Maybe they're phone devs first. So she used the prophecy then to her advantage to essentially cut the public support off for the Council of Elders and bring the Cleaners and Kindness to light.
I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows.
So her death was her choice. Well, like, either way it was her choice, but she planned her death.
The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion.
I want to find her.
But I have no worries about people losing their way.
I wonder if he'll
After
die.
all,
I hope not.
Akila still has you to guide them, Vinan.
Oh, is it? Anaxa's dead. Trian's dead. Aglaia died. Castorus is in the Netherrealm forever. So many dead. Yeah.
You're not perfect.
I hope Aaron. I'm putting so much stock into Aaron Nova right now.
Helplessness and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally, that might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed.
World bearing.
You are the destined world bearer of Amphoreus. The gate to Amphoreus's future. Go, complete the flame-chased journey of the prophecy. Ignite the stars and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaia, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Dawn, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaia has left Amphoreus the seeds of hope.
He's cool. Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Hopefully this is our chance to completely cull them down. The bracelet? Cartonus has arrived.
Cartonus? What brings you to Marmorial Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonus?
How are you holding up? I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is... Now, here. Take this.
Whoa.
Is this...
That's his sword?
You've completed it.
Oh, that's a cool sword.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it before dawn. Prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. Yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described.
If Finan is actually the Flame Reaver somehow, via time shenanigans or something, then yeah, it's just his sword that he used to start do everything there.
Precise your description.
But I don't know what's going on,
Imbued it with the
or what's
power
gonna
of
happen with
dawn
that.
I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis. I will use this sword to protect the beings of Amphoreus.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
This divinity.
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little in this way. She wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago, but when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver?
Look! Lord Finan is here.
Each time.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos Heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
What's he
I
gonna do?
felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets, bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Finon has a way with words.
Something special about a man of letters.
Indeed.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people.
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
This is awesome.
I appreciate
This is awesome.
your willingness to accept the challenge.
Is 60...
You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world.
Is 65 over 215 better, or is 72 over 193 better for crit? My opinion is 72 over 193. Because, I don't know. I feel like 65 is too low for my liking. So even if you do, like, the odds of you critting aren't that high.
To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphoreus is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphoreus will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat
being human
was being a selfless person.
I'm not closing my eyes because I want to see the scene, but...
That singing sounds so familiar.
An access there. Oh.
That's our song, and Snowy used to love it.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now,
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
It's
Goodbye, Lady Tree.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like, but that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastros. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphoreans. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece for...
Is he okay? No, it's getting me.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan.
It's getting me, that's it. Thanks for asking, though.
See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
Saying his name.
It's a date, Mighty Moose.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Trivios?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Cyrene.
Hearing Cyrene, you can hear the mem.
I was right. In the end, become the deliverer in this story?
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Days later, at Dawn Cloud.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Goldweaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cypher, you
seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Goldweaver, cannot witness its glamour.
This is like, I don't know, at the very least, it was planned by Aglaya and it served as a way to unite the people of Alchema together. It remains to be seen on the Council of Elders, but yeah. Shit. It's fuck. Amphoreus got me.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypher. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you?
I don't like how many flashbacks we're getting for Cypher. Like, this definitely serves as a purpose of, like, remembering Aglaya and whatnot, but I hope it's not a red flag.
And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypher. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya, I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone is simple. And kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality?
If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
Were you mighty?
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
Clearly did.
None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business.
We need a path to Aquila.
So I'll cut to the chase.
And it's Hyacinth's time from there. Therefore,
you're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who were against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus.
Of course.
The leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
What is Cypher's?
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
Nope out?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
The way he's talking is like... He's... taken on Aglaya's demeanor.
What
to an extent.
You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh.
Yeah.
So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion.
The Flame Reaver will also strike?
That lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles,
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in.
Whoever voiced Cypher did really good.
But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Bison's POV to reach the heavens, one must first earn the sky's blessing. It's her time to shine. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany, or maybe not quite her time to shine yet, but she has to take on Aquila's trial.
I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the Grove deserves some reminiscence.
Silence at dawn.
Thank goodness! It's Cassie! We're saved! Little Ika, wake up! Look! Dragon!
That's quite a bit to say there.
Bree, have you ever seen a rainbow-colored sky?
Whirl. Alright. I know she's a healer. I accrued quite a few pulls. That's definitely more than enough to get a character. What else I can get with that remains to be seen, but yeah. Anyway. That's I'm calling it there. Oh, that's one chunky alicorn. Are we pulling? No, I am not. I've already decided I'm not going for Hyacinth. Cypher is a maybe. Depending on, like, I need to see more of her kit, but character-wise, I'm really liking her a lot so far. The problem is Finan comes out the patch after. So, probably gonna be a little, it's probably gonna be one or the other type of situation for me. But, we'll see. I need to know more of her kit, too. But, also, there's Saber releasing for the Fate Stay Night patch on July 11th. Finan best character. I think, like, Finan's great and everything, but the problem is pulling for him. He's a physical destruction character from the Drip Market, and I don't know if I'll have a good cast of characters in my arsenal to help support his damage and everything, because like he's essentially a new anchor for a team, so that's what worries me, is like team building for him. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I want to get Saber for sure, because I'm pretty sure once the Saber banner's gone, she's not coming back. Unless they happen to do another collab with Fate Stay Night. I'll get him and then save for the characters he needs. Yeah. I think Cyrene will be a playable character in some way, shape, or form. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cyrene works well with Finan. Because I only have Boot Hill, Linkshot, Ron May, and Fugue on my first ult. Yeah. That doesn't sound like a... Like, Linkshot is a really good healer, so that works. Ron May is a really, really good support in general, so there's that, too. But, yeah, I don't know with other stuff. Boot Hill, definitely fucking not. Muddle fudging, stuff like that, right? But, what I was about to say is I wouldn't be surprised if Cyrene and Finan worked well together, but in terms of priority, Cyrene for me is number one in my priority list for Amphoreus characters I want to get. Boot Hill is amazing. Boot Hill's great, but I don't think he's going to work well with Finan in terms of synergy. Call it a theory there. Like, I guess you could say, oh, you can implant physical weakness and Finan can take advantage of doing that and whatnot, but I think that's a very niche way he one-shots. Oh, yeah. But Finan's going to be a DPS too, so it's like, you know, a bit of competition there. Because I feel like for Boots Hill, you kind of need to put your eggs in one basket for him to really, really one-shot. You don't... you're not really gonna get another DPS for his team. But yeah, he does one-shot. Unless they're immune to being broken, then that's a problem. AKA Cocolia boss fight. But yeah, that's all the time I have mainly. So yeah, I'm just skipping Hyacinth. I'm not gonna pull for her. I might, depending on her kit. Actually, you know, I'll take a look now, but I'm not gonna do it right away. If I do end up doing it, but I have a free-to-play. Right, I have a free-to-play that I've been saving polls for, and I'm at 600 something polls. So my criteria to pull for a character, I need to quiet down a bit. People might be sleeping. My criteria for pulling for a character has been to get... I want to get, like, I want to be able to E6 them with, like, my goal is to get 1200 pulls, because 1200 pulls will guarantee an E6, but I want it to be a character that I likely won't get on my main, and also a character who is a support character, whether it be a healer or sustain unit type thing, or someone who amplifies damage for the entire team, but via E6ing them becomes a DPS candidate. That's what I want. I want like a be-all end-all character. So I don't know what Hyacinth does beyond healing. I imagine she scales off HP and whatnot, but she might be a candidate. My primary candidate before was Robin. I lost my 50-50 for him 3 times. For her, on each time she was ran, so that sucked, but yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. I have to go to bed, so I will do as such and head to bed. That's the first time I think Star Rails brought me to tears, as far as I can think of. It was very close with Aventurine, I think. And Firefly dying. But yeah, this, I don't know, this felt real. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna hop off now. I think I might have been too loud earlier, especially at 12:53 in the morning. So that's it. Anyway, goodbye. I gotta play BG3 5 p.m. today, so I'm gonna try to fit more SRL, and I want to see what happens. I think pacing wise too, 3.3 so far has been the best pacing Amphoreus has had thus far. I know they adjusted 3.1 and 3.0, so I don't have a frame of reference for that, but what I have seen so far, yeah, this is really good pacing so far. So if they can keep this type of pacing up when it comes to this quality of pacing up for the rest of Amphoreus and here on after, I think it's gonna be great. So yeah, I want Cyrene for sure, for sure. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna hop off now. Goodbye. Hopefully there's a better ending for the Flame Chasers than they had in Honkai Impact.